What's good? What's good, good people? Welcome to the very first edition of the 10-minute sprint. We know y'all been waiting on this. This the Jalen Rose, Stephen A. Smith type vibe coming your way, 3x3 style. It's your boy, Kyle Montgomery, 3x3, the voice. And of course, Corey Homicide Williams. I'll give you a little intro for him. He's modest, 17-year pro, huge overseas, NBL MVP, also NBA D-League champion as well. Well respected in hoop circles, and glad to finally be working with you, bro. That's from the heart.
Man, my brother, listen, let's just get into this. The energy is finally had us an opportunity to align. We're here. We bringing it to the people. Happy to join you. Let's just get into this.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's start with the big question, which is our first 3x3 experience. All right, so I'm the old head. So I'm going to start first. And my very first 3x3 experience, 2015, unforgettable. First and foremost, I showed up to Lausanne, Switzerland. It's my first time going anywhere really overseas outside of Canada. And I showed up to the first day of work in a blazer and a button-up shirt, full-on suit, bro. I'm over there, and everybody is looking at me like, what is wrong with this dude? They're in polos and shorts, and I'm there in a suit. So I was baptized by fire, so to speak, with my 3x3 experience. They laughed at me, and then the game itself it blew me away. It was my first time calling live play-by-play, and that's a hell of an introduction to call a game as fast as 3x3. But man, it changed the trajectory of my career, and I'm in love with 3x3 as a result. So 2015, Lausanne, that's where it began for the voice, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So funny enough, you said you were baptized by fire. If you were baptized by fire, I was baptized by the freezing cold. 2019 World Cup, Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, the home of Genghis Khan, the great conqueror. Man, let me tell you, 2019 World Cup, under 18. It was freezing. I commend these young guns going so hard under the extreme conditions. It was refreshing, fast, as we know. It's such a unique style of play. But these young kids, they went out there and they went at it. The men's and the women's, Team USA got to the championship. They got it done. But there was some great young talent. Mongolia came out and represented. Russia, Italy, Spain, Russia, Italy, Argentina. In the men's, and in the women's, France, USA, New Zealand, Japan. It was just so great to be able to have an opportunity to see the next level of 3x3 perform.
What were you eating out there? I'm curious. What was for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
I'm gonna tell you the best thing about it was that we stayed in like a 5-star hotel. So we had like everything.
They take care of us, FIBA.
They definitely take care of us. So we were set up proper in our hotel. So the setup was proper.
All right. Speaking of setup, we're gonna get on to our next segment, which is we're gonna dissect what makes 3x3 unique and different. So, like nothing else. All right, so I'm going to take the lead on this one again, and here's what I think makes 3x3 like nothing else. It is the fact that you are on an island, and the risk of you getting exposed isn't higher than any other sport. You got to show up, and if you're not a good defender one-on-one, on ball, you are going to get cooked, and you are going to get embarrassed. It tests your total game, offensively, and defensively. So you notice it's a half-court game, but it's a lot of space to operate. So, when you come from the streets and 3x3 represents the street culture, we talk a lot of stuff. You got to step up and let them hang, so to speak. And there's no better atmosphere, there's no better setup than 3x3, mano y mano, me against you. Either I'm going to cross you or you're going to lock me down. That's what I think makes 3x3 unique. You cannot hide 5-on-5. If there's guys who have some deficiencies, you can hide some of those deficiencies in a 5-on-5 game. 3x3, totally different. Nowhere to hide. You gotta back up what you say, and you definitely gotta show it on both ends of the court.
I couldn't agree more. For me, it was the fact that you can come from playing the streets to the Olympics, the biggest stage for basketball. You know what I mean? You have an opportunity to come from nowhere, dominate your sport, and be able to represent your country at the highest honor. I think that's just an incredible lane that's been created, 5 years ago that never existed. For me, when I came out of college, all I had was an opportunity to go from the streets to the league. But I know if this was around when I came up, I would have been just wanting to go and play this avenue because my game fit more the 3x3 experience. That's what I was. I was a guy that needed freedom and creativity. And that's what I love about 3x3 the most.
Well, it definitely opens things up. Not everybody can win an NBA championship, but this opens up the field to so many more athletes who aspire to represent their countries. And what could be better than coming home with gold? This is like a real 3x3 game. We got these things called TV timeouts. We got to take one right now. Make sure you log on to FIBA3x3.com/ball if you want to get a rock like the one you see right there with that pretty lady smiling. Really unique, specially made for outdoor play. That is where primarily the most of 3x3 games are played. Again, if you want to get one just like the one I have in my hand and you're seeing right there, log on to FIBA3x3.com/ball. We balling. Or at least I feel like we balling. Let's get on back to the show, shall we? And what makes 3x3 distinctive that you'll find outside of the unique form of play is the rules. So as we get ready to move into segment number 3,
you have been leading the show right now. Can I live? Can I jump in and take this?
You can live.
All right.
Take it from me.
All right, I appreciate it. So it's that one rule we're going to discuss right now that we love the most about 3x3 basketball. And for me, and for me, that one rule that I love the most is the continuation rule. There's no time for rest. There's no break after a basket. It's just a quick, hard game. You gotta be locked in. It's still intense. It's high. The concentration level is high. And if you slip, you can cause your team the game if you are not switched on. So that's the one thing I love about it. And your ass better be in shape or you will get exposed because of this rule.
Really? Speaking of in shape, I'll kind of piggyback on that. It's really, for me, it's a 12-second shot clock. It puts the game in overdrive. It tests the athletes that we see out there, tests their physical limits, and to me, it provides a more exciting game. When I say literally, you cannot blink or you might miss a highlight. Listen to me. It's happened to me before. I can't tell you how many plays I wish I would have caught had I not just looked down at a note or had I not just looked away for a moment to grab a drink. You cannot look away. So when we say you can't blink, we mean it literally. That 12-second shot clock has a lot to do with it. It tests their physical limits, and man, it makes the game a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's get on into our top 3. All right, we're gonna start with the men, and you know what? I'm gonna let you go first. I'm feeling generous right now.
I appreciate the assist. I appreciate the assist. Because the first guy I'm going to say, my three men right here, Las Manes. Let me tell you, yo.
Oh,
this guy's just a, this dude is just a bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? He just know how to score in so many different ways. And Stefan Stojacic, he didn't play in the finals. And his ass need to come on back. He missed the World Tour. But his ass need to come on back to 3x3. And the last one, my favorite nickname you gave me, Swiss Khalifa, a.k.a.
I can't take credit.
Nathan Kirkovic. That's Swiss Khalifa, the finisher. A pick and roll dream. He's a pick and roller's dream.
Yeah. Look, I can't argue with none of those. I'm gonna go with some familiar names as well. I'm gonna start with Robbie Hummel. I think he's the most well-rounded player that we have in the game right now. You could really see that pro pedigree kind of emanating in his game. He could defend you. He could shoot it mid-range. He could shoot it deep. He can drive on you. He'll rebound the basketball. He's proven he can put his team on his shoulders and lead them to wins. I think Robbie Hummel's probably got that number one spot right now. Number two, Dushan Bullet. I have to say that Dushan is still top three. Look, you might want to argue with me on this, but he's not as athletic as he used to be. Okay, he's not as explosive as he used to be, but his mental savvy is top notch. He's a cerebral player, and you can see it in the way that he plays the game. So he just outsmarts people. It's the reason why they won 4 World Tour finals and coming off one. So I got to show Dushan love. He's still top 3. My next man in line is none other than Disco Damo, New York Harlem. My reason behind it, straight up, hey, Damo, and you know this, he's a dog.
That's the young
He just has the dog in him. And he's the smallest dude on the court, but he's always in his bag. He's going to give you buckets. He's going to compete from start to finish. And he's a champion. He's proven it. He had a hell of a year last year, and you got to respect him. So if anybody's leaving him out their top 3 or top 5, I think they might be slipping.
That's a super fact. New York City in the building, Harlem in the building. We play championship. We won championships together in street ball in the summers in New York. That's the young homie. Shout out to Damo.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, we got to show the ladies some love too.
Come on, we can't leave the ladies out. We were never going to do that.
Of course not. So as we move into this next segment, let's get ready to discuss our top 3 ladies players. And I guess I'll go first with this as we shout out Tissot Watches, our official timekeeper, FIBA 3x3. I don't have my timepiece on right now, but
can't wait to get one of those.
Hey man, it is clean. I'm gonna let my son wear it because he wanted to brag to his friends with the big face. But a beautiful watch. Shout out to Tissot again. FIBA 3x3's official timekeeper. So again, now it is that time to start talking about the ladies. And I'll go first because I'm gonna start with a 2-for-1 discount. I don't even think if I should call it a 2-for-1 discount. But we got to go all the way up to Canada where I start my top 3 ladies players. And it is the Plouffe sisters, Michelle and Kat. Are you talking? They like salt and pepper. I'm sorry, I moved my camera. I got so excited about it. They're unstoppable. Every time they stepped on the court, Corey, nobody could check them. Michelle is more offensively dynamic. She's more potent. Kat does a lot of the dirty work. You put them both together, and it's proven to be a potent combination. So I'm cheating there, I know, but I'm going to take a 2-for-1. I'm going to move to my next top women's player, and I'm going to go to France, Les Bleus. My French fans are going to kill me for that, but hey, they got to deal with it. Minia Touré, a.k.a. Locoso. Okay, I think she's the most dynamic player in the women's division. Ridiculous crossover, quick first step. I mean, she's got everything in her offensive bag. She moves well laterally, defensively. The only thing I would say is if she adds some killer instinct to her game, she's gonna go to a completely new level. So, but she's definitely top 3. And then last but not least, you got a good look at this young lady, Haley Van Lith, Team USA. The young, oh my, she's marketable.
She's a dog,
and she's really just a dog on the court. She'll embarrass you. She got all the sauce that you want, all the sauce that you need. You got this obviously see her up close and personal, but I love a player that plays with the intensity that she plays with, but she's not afraid to put a little sprinkle on top, to put a little sugar in there. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is about the streets. You know, we braggadocious. We like to show out a little bit. She really embodies that in the game. I think she's got a great future in whatever form of round ball she wants to continue to play. I hope that it's 3x3 because, I mean, she's got star written all over. So that's my top 3.
Yo, listen, man, that's a nice top 3, I must say. I'm gonna tell you mine. Starting with Beck Cole, you went north of the border. I got you down here, down under.
I ain't mad at that.
AKA, I am number 1. Okay, this is number 1 right here. Ain't nothing Beck Cole can't do. Anyhow you want to get a bucket, she can give it to you. You know. And my second player, Maddie Garrett. Okay.
Oh, you staying home?
I'm staying home with 2 of them. You know, Maddie Garrett, she's another bucket getter. She gets to the rack, finishes, as you can see, under pressure, can shoot the mid-range, play defense. And then my third one is Miniature. We had to go to France. As you said, you know, She got a bunch of sauce with her, you know, and I believe she's going to come back even tougher with some more of that dog in her. So that's my 3 right here.
Listen, I think with your 3 and my 3 combined, we didn't even address a lot of players. When you look at the Latvian team, the Lithuanian team, I mean, Ray, there's a lot of people. But listen, the future of 3x3 is very, very bright. Hey, I think that's all the time we got, Corey. We appreciate everybody who watched. We hope that you guys are staying safe at home during this pandemic, and just a lot of love to everybody out there with your families. We appreciate y'all taking the 10 minutes out for us. We're going to be trying to bring these episodes to you more frequently. So if y'all liked it, make sure y'all show some love. Make sure y'all follow us on our social media accounts. And hopefully we'll bring some more your way, me and Corey here.
No doubt. Get familiar. We are out here. Get familiar with this duo. All the faces of 3x3. I'm joining the party. Ain't no way you gonna have a party and I'm not there. I'm joining.
See, you ain't even winded yet. It's a 10-minute sprint. We out of here.
We gonna need some more of these.
Hey, no doubt, man. No doubt.